Now turn to Section 3. Section 3. You will hear Dr. Richardson discussing the requirements of a course and the writing of an essay with a student. First, you will have some time to look at questions 21 to 30. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 28.
Enter, please.
Good afternoon, Dr. Richardson.
Good afternoon. You're David Simons, is that right?
Yes, I've got an appointment to talk about the course requirements with you.
Fine. Now, why don't you take a seat over there and I'll just get some details from you. First, can I have your home address and your student number?
That's 15 Market Avenue, Hornsby, and my student number is C97H85.
OK. Now, I see here that you've already completed 18 credit points, but that you haven't done the Screen Studies course, which is normally a prerequisite for this course. Why is that, David?
Oh, the course coordinator gave me an exemption because I've worked for a couple of years in the movie and television business, and they considered my practical experience fulfilled the same requirements.
Fine. Shall we go over the course requirements first, and then you can bring up any queries or problems you might have? It might be most useful to start with a few dates. The final examination will be in the last week of June. That's the week of the 23rd. But the final date hasn't been set. It should be the 25th or the 20th, but you don't have to worry about that yet. Before that, as you can see in your study guide, there are 3 essay assignments and some set exercises. I'll deal with these first. These set exercises are concerned with defining concepts and key terms. They do have fixed answers, not in the wording, but in the content. To that extent, they're quite mechanical and provide an opportunity for you to do very well, as long as your answers are very specific and clear.
Yes, I see there are about 20 terms here. How long should the answers be?
You shouldn't exceed 250 words for each term.
Right, that looks easy enough. And the third assignment seems fairly straightforward too. Just a journalistic type review of a recent development in television. It's not so different from what I've done in my work.
Yes, it should be fairly easy for you, but don't exceed 1,000 words on that one. Essays 1 and 2 are the long ones. The first essay should be about 2,000 words, and the second 2,500 to 3,000, and the approach for both should be analytical. In the first one, your focus should be on TV and the audience, and you should primarily consider the theoretical issues, particularly in relation to trying to understand audience studies. In the second, I'll want you to focus on analysing television programmes.
Should I concentrate on one particular type of programme for that?
Not necessarily, but you must be careful not to overextend yourself here. A comparison between 2 programmes, or even between 2 channels is fine, or a focus on one type of programme such as a particular series works well here.
So if I wanted to look at television news programmes, that would be okay?
Yes, there would be no problem with that. In fact, it's quite a popular choice, and most students handle it very well.
Good, I'll probably do that, because it's the area I want to work in later. Later, during the course, Dr. Richardson gives David some advice and warnings about his essay. You now have another chance to look at questions 29 to 30. Now listen to the second conversation and answer questions 29 to 30.
Come in and sit down, David. You wanted to talk to me about your second essay, is that right?
Yes, Dr. Richardson. I just want your comments on what I'm planning to do. I'm doing the essay on the differences between TV news programmes at different hours of the day.
How many time slots are you planning to consider?
Well, I think I'd look at all of them. That'd be 5 slots. The breakfast news, the mid-morning news and the midday news. That's 3. Then there's the 6 o'clock news, then the 10 o'clock and midnight programmes. So that's 6, not 5.
That's rather a lot. And you'd have a lot of different audiences to consider. Why don't you just do 2, say the mid-morning and then 6 o'clock? That should give you 2 fairly contrasting approaches with 2 main audience compositions.
Oh, just 2 then?
Yes, I think that'd be much better. Now, how many actual programmes do you plan to work with?
I suppose you think analysing a whole week of news programmes would be too many.
Well, that depends on how much of each programme. If you concentrate on one particular type of news item, say the sports news or local items, it might be all right.
Yes, I can see that would be a good idea. I won't make a decision now before I collect a sample of programmes over a whole week. I'll look at them and see what items appear throughout the week.
Yes, that's a sound approach. Now, we're getting close to the deadline. Can you finish it in time?
Yes, I think so. I've completed the reading and I know what my basic approach is, so it's really just a matter of pulling it all together now.
Fine, David. I'll look forward to reading it.
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers.